Morning, it's Brother Ken Beaver with Cathedral Baptist Church. Thank you for sharing your time with us as we look at today's word of encouragement. It is Wednesday, the 23rd of December, and yes, I'm still wearing the same shirt. Just kidding. For those that are just tuning in, go ahead and look at the last couple and you'll get it. We are excited because God has a way of working things out, and we're looking today at the foretelling of the birth of John the Baptist. This is in Luke's account, chapter 1, and Zacharias and his wife they were barren. Elizabeth was barren. They were wanting a child, unable to have a child. They had no children. They were advanced in years. It seems like there's a destroyer of joy that's always eating away, eroding at the narrative. But yet, in the middle of all of this, this is what Zechariah is confronted with. An angel of the Lord appears to him, standing to the right of the altar of incense in verse 11. Verse 12, Zacharias was troubled, and he saw the angel, and the fear gripped him. And the angel said to him, "Do not be afraid, Zacharias, for your petition has been heard, and your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you will give him the name John." I love this because oftentimes we don't think our petitions are going to be heard. And just as Zechariah is completely awestruck, and we're going to see in a moment, he dumbfounded. He literally is going to be unable to speak for a long period of time due to some of this unbelief. But in the middle of all this, we have to ask the question, God, are you hearing my prayers? Yes, he's hearing your prayers. He's hearing my prayers. He's hearing your prayers. Oh, that we would remember that although we may not see with our physical eyes what is occurring, make no mistake, there's things happening within the spiritual realm. God is working things out, and he's causing things to work out for good. We're promised that in Romans chapter 8. We remember the promises remain even when we certainly can't see how it's working out. But this foretelling, he says, you're going to have joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth. He will be great in the sight of the Lord, and he will drink no wine or liquor. He will be filled with the Holy Spirit while yet in his mother's womb, and he will turn many of the sons of Israel back to the Lord their God. It is he who will go as a forerunner before him in the spirit and the power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children, and the disobedient to the attitude of the righteous, so as to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. Oh, what joy, what excitement. When we look at the life of John the Baptist, of course, we're not told, and he's not sharing that he's going to die in such a way that's brutal, and he's dying for the sake of Christ. We look at some of the martyrs in the New Testament era in church history. Even today, there's martyrs that die for the sake of Jesus Christ. We too need to remember that God is still working things out. He is celebrating, he is sharing the joy that he has for mankind with the world. He's saying, look, I'm giving you Jesus Christ, my son, but John the Baptist is going to be a forerunner. He's going to tell people, and he's going to pave the way. This continues all the way through verse 25. But there is such great joy that occurs even in the middle of what would seem to be a hopeless situation. I'm too old, barren. No, God's not done with you. He can certainly do great things, just as he did with Elizabeth, just as he did with Zechariah. My hope and prayer is that you will dwell in that idea and in that presence of God today, and you will get excited because God's not done with us. He still has a purpose. He still has a plan. We want to allow him, or we want to ask him to make us fit to be used so he can use us for his honor and his glory. Oh, we love you, and we're praying for you. God bless.